What a pleasure it is to be here today in the VHS closet. This is really something. Only place to start is Glengarry Glen Ross. There we go. This is the original live entertainment case. A little beaten up. Seen this movie like 100 times. I can talk along to this. There's like 5 movies I can probably talk along to. First Austin Powers. Citizen Kane. This one's crazy. I learned how to use my hands in general, watching Ed Harris talk about how nurses are good leads for real estate. This is a funny one because it's not actually a movie. I don't even know where this originally aired. I guess PBS American Masters. Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Hearts. Used to rent this from the Point Claire Library. Probably rented it like 20 times and watched it around the clock. I could see the picture quality degrading with every time I would rent it again. It's short, it's like 50 minutes, but this one's really good. And it's got some performances not otherwise available. Well, I've been told that this one has been covered, but that doesn't matter because this is in a 3-way tie for my favorite movies of all time. Saturday Night Fever, John Badham, 1977. The incandescent Karen Lynn Gorney in the supporting romantic co-lead. It's amazing. I was telling the boys earlier, this is the musical that Cassavetes never made. It's not what the Brooklyn disco scene was like. It was this guy from Manchester who was supposed to write a piece for, I think, Vanity Fair about the disco scene, but when he went, he was so disappointed with the people and the vibe and the culture that he just was like, I don't have anything to write about and I have a deadline. So he just made something up based on his childhood in the Northern Soul scene around Manchester and just printed that and just changed all the names to Brooklyn stuff and disco. And then when that came out, this got adapted into a movie, became a sensation, and informed how people behaved around disco as a trend. But the whole thing was based on a lie. So it's covering a scene that was intrinsically conformist by the time it got to Bay Ridge that created even more conformity around a lie. Anyway, disco's great. The 3-way tie between this, Do the Right Thing, and Singing in the Rain. Those are my 3 favorite movies. Wings of Desire. I've started watching this movie 7 times. I've never finished it. I always fall asleep. I love this movie. I advocate that, actually. If you go see a movie in theaters and you like it and you're excited about it, but you're like, oh, I had a long day and I'm sleepy now, just let it happen. Fall asleep for 5 minutes. You'll understand what happens, and if you don't, there's more engagement and enjoyment. You go home, download a cam rip, watch that 5 minutes, Bob's your uncle. I did it with Eddington recently, and I fell asleep during the Antifa part and totally didn't know. Whatever. Spoiler. I advocate that, because if you try to stay awake, you'll just remember feeling sleepy, not the movie. Manhunter, 1986, Michael Mann. Is it Michael Mann's best movie? It's definitely Heat, but this one, it's tight. It's like Thief. It's really condensed, and you get a feeling of the lives that people have had before this in a way that also Silence of the Lambs does. And I don't think it's superior to Silence of the Lambs, which is what it says on the Entertainment Weekly quote on the box, but the soundtrack is by this Italian guy, Michael something something, and it's so great. Just the music in this, the cinematography, the clothes, it's amazing. It's amazing. Manhunter. Okay, Andrei Rublev. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. My girlfriend of 15 years. This was one of our first dates at Cinema de Parc. Andrei Rublev, 4 hours about Russian bell maker, mostly rain. We really enjoyed it, despite everything. It was a rainy day too, and I snuck in some pasta in a little Tupperware thing. Haven't seen it since. That was the first time I had seen it. I kind of thought this was always going to be one of these Mother in the Horror ones where it's I'll never watch it and that's fine. But it's so good. I like these cases. I'm not going to talk about The Sting or American Graffiti, but I remember these cases that, I guess it's the Universal Special Editions. There's nothing obviously special or better about them, but they had these kind of cool reflective cases. And I don't know what THX means in regards to VHSs. I'm not sure what fidelity THX can offer this format, but I really like this because that's also something nice about this is seeing the first encounters I had with movies that are famous movies to me now. That the case, I remember this as much as I remember this. And the lost art of layout here. I don't know. American Pimp. skip, but respect. Oh, here we go. Now I'll be the cool guy. Because this one actually means a great deal to me. It's another one that I think about super often, like once a day. 13 Conversations About One Thing. Jill Sprecher did Clock Watchers, this, and like one other kind of crappy movie, and Never Again. But she like wrote it too. And it's so good. Crazy cast. Alan Arkin. Maybe like Apex Mountain McConaughey. John Turturro. Literally everyone in this is amazing. The mind is its own place. It can make a heaven of a hell and a hell of a heaven. It's a lawyer who just like did a hit and run and then felt bad about it. So he kept opening this scar he had on his head from when he hit the steering wheel every morning with like a straight edge, because he felt his like guilt about the situation waning, and he wanted to like feel the pain from the first night. 13 Conversations About One Thing. Amazing movie. Totally slept on. I'm gonna end with this one. Ken Burns Jazz. Cried watching this. Like the premiere airing of it, where it's kind of the like culmination of the Louis Armstrong segments. Totally amazing. I've sort of like gone a little too deep on, I've watched like every single Ken Burns and shorts and all kinds of stuff, but like this is really crazy. And like it's funny to see it like big like this. That's how big it feels watching it. And it's like somehow like streaming or even like DVD box sets, like this is like a big thing. It would be interesting if the boxes themselves like were big relative to how good a movie was. That would be interesting. It'd be a much tighter room in here, but I love that one. Thanks for having me in the VHS closet.